bit more Gun Mart TV. It's not a gun test or anything clever like that. I just want to talk about plinking. It's a lot of fun. Most people do it. I'd like to think you do. Though I test a lot of equipment and I've got a lot of sort of more higher tech guns in my arsenal, whenever I go to the range, if I've got the time in the day, I'll bring up something like this. This is my trusty old Ruger M7722. I've had this for donkey's years, I really have. For some of my rimfire work, I've moved on to a Tikka T1X because I think it's a marginally better and lighter rifle. But I do love this. It's a classic these days. All steel action. It's actually quite surprisingly heavy rifle for a rimfire. But what it does give me, as is the nature of the caliber, 22LR is reasonably cheap. You can buy bulk stuff, round nose, you don't have to have subsonics or anything, whatever you want. You just take it to the range and you shoot the gun. I've got 100 meters here, so I can set things up and I can practice my fall of shot. So a rimfire, you probably zero at 50 yards thereabouts. I zero mine about that 50-60 yards, and then I work out the drops between there and 100, because this, like a few of my 2.2 rimfires, is very good at 100 yards. You can certainly body shoot things like rabbits and hares with it quite happily, but it's just the sheer pleasure of pulling the trigger. So it's not expensive. The ammunition doesn't kick. You do have the slight issues with the high and low speed rounds, but that's just rimfires. There's nothing you can do about it. What it does, it gets you familiar on the trigger and the operation, and you get to a stage where what I really like is you see something in the field and you just roughly know where it is, and then because you've put the time in on the range, like sitting here just shooting or that sort of thing, you think, yeah, that rabbit, he's at sort of 70-ish, so I need to go down one stadia on my scope. It's been brilliant. Equally so, this morning I've been practicing my shooting off sticks, so I don't do enough of it. And the thing is, you need to do a lot of it to get it right. And it's not about the recoil or whatever. It's about the fact that the rimfire gun is cheap, easy to shoot, and you could just, I went through 30 rounds just shooting at different distances and things. Fantastic. And I said before, I do love just shooting and pulling the trigger. I always have done as a boy. I think that's what attracts me to shooting. And you can use what guns you like, but to me, it's like a rimfire bolt gun is the ultimate plinking rifle. So it has a number of roles, but I probably get through more rimfire ammunition than anything else, not just for testing, purely for pleasure. So there it is, really. So this is my old Ruger. They're getting to a stage of these guns where these guns have priced themselves out of existence, because the average gun now like this is over £1,000 compared to their Ruger American, which is a good rifle, but you can tell the difference in quality and how the build goes. Or you could argue this is over-engineered and the American isn't. But have a think about it. If you've got a 2.2, just go out in the range, treat yourself, think, okay, I'll take 200-300 rounds down. You best take a 500 round brick, because believe you me, it gets quite addictive. You can put up little steel targets that react when hit, little frangible targets like clays or mini clays and things like that, and just chuck them out in the range, or get a tumbler, which is it's like a massive heavy plastic ball with faces and facets in it, so when you hit it, it moves and you can shoot it down the range or move it left and right. So just what I'm really saying, guys, is A, it's fun, B, it's good practice, because the more trigger time you get, the better you are at doing this and changing magazines and working out your range and just generally practicing your shooting position in a very fun and easy environment. So if you haven't done it, get yourself a 2.2 and get down the range. If you've got a 2.2 and perhaps don't shoot as much as you should, get out there and shoot it more, because it's a heck of a lot of fun. And say, think of me, I'll be here just banging through ammo like a crazy man. So just say it, carry on plinking, guys, and say if you like what you've seen, tell your mates, support the site, and give me a shout and tell me what you think about plinking, or if you've got anything you do special that could interest other people, let us know. So it's pmore.shootingsports@gmail.com. So until next time, I'm getting on some plinking.